Hey everyone, my name is Chris Lambert. On this channel, we talk Kanye West, and today we are talking the rumor that Kanye is going to be doing a listening party slash concert slash fashion show, something in Madison Square Garden as soon as this week. Now, take that with a grain of salt, but the rumor is starting to gain traction slowly, but it might just be being repeated by people and embellished on. But I wanted to go through the sources so far and the information so far so we can kind of have an understanding of what is going on. So you can see here that Concert Leak says Kanye West is rumored to be having another listening party for Donda this week at Madison Square Garden. Unconfirmed. That was 2 hours ago. And then with new info given from a reliable source, no idea who that source is, the event could actually be next week, which would be August 6th. The week of August 6th, when Donda is supposed to be finished. So this got started, I'm pretty sure, this first one here, from this post from Doomwa World, which it's annoying to me. Like, this account and any unsubstantiated rumor accounts always bother me. The problem is that Doomwa, as often as they are wrong about Kanye, they have had reliable information. The first reports of Kanye and Irina Shayk were from this account. And then just recently, there was this. Somebody sent in a supposed track list for Donda to the account. And how the account works is anyone can text them information or DM them information, and they just take screenshots and post it. So it's completely open, completely unsubstantiated. They don't do any checks to make sure the information is validated. So you could go on right now and send them a text message that says, Kanye West just bought a spaceship from Jeff Bezos, and they might post it. It's that level of like just completely open. But the other day, they got this supposed track list of Donda, and some of these songs were songs that we had not gotten official names on. Like Junya Watanabe had not been on a dry erase board. It had been rumored. You can see that they also pointed out Pure Souls and Let Go. Ghost Bubbles pointed out Pure Souls and Let Go also were songs that hadn't been on any previous Kanye track lists, but were included in this track list. So at least some of the time, they're getting somewhat accurate information, which is frustrating. But here they had reported on July 25th, MSG preparing for Kanye Tuesday and Wednesday anon, which it's Monday. So Tuesday would be tomorrow and Wednesday. So we'll see if there's anything going on with Kanye leaving Mercedes Benz Stadium, but we haven't heard anything like that going on at the moment. You can see here that it kind of increased. This was the day after. So new rumors about Yeezy Gap album release at Madison Square Garden this week, and beef with he who should not be named. I feel like this is a little more unsubstantiated. So you see this: anonymous pleas, Kanye West MSG Gap launch, multiple rumors from production agents that Kanye West is planning to have a second listening party at Madison Square Garden this week. Additionally, multiple rumors have emerged this morning for emergency model calls for hundreds of people. Apparently, Kanye wants Life of Pablo vibes and is planning on showcasing his Gap line the same day. I mean, that could happen. People were speculating that was going to happen in Atlanta, and I think it's just kind of an easy place to go. I think if you were going to fake a rumor, this is kind of just what you would go with. But also, if Kanye was going to do something like this, this is exactly what it would look like, which is why things like this are so annoying, because how do you actually filter out what's real and what's not real? And in case you're unfamiliar with the Life of Pablo Madison Square Garden Yeezy Season 3 show, this was it. Kanye had the full setup down on the ground floor, but then had this fashion show for Yeezy Season 3 going on. So everybody you see down here are models of the flashing lights fashion line that Vanessa Beecroft put on this kind of show and display. So I don't know if Kanye would do the same thing, just kind of inspired by that rollout and the success of that rollout and wanting to recapture it. Or if this is just them, it sounds good, I'm going to send in the rumor, especially once this one was posted. It's easy for somebody to be like, all right, I can blow this up. If he's going to Madison Square Garden, let me just connect it back to the Life of Pablo, and then boom, you have this. There's also this second entry from Jason Z.
Anon at anon.com. Billionaire rapper is aiming to drop his album on the same day as another beloved rapper. Why? Because according to BR, he doesn't have competition. He deliberately played unfinished music for this reason. This is one that absolutely feels like a stretch to me and is based on the fact that Consequence had tweeted out, we're looking for Drake's drop dates, right? And that has a little bit of foreboding to it. Like, are we looking for Drake's drop date because we want to compete? Or are we looking for Drake's drop date because we want to be respectful? But somebody had explained to me that when he said like Swizz Beats, like line it up, it was a reference to Versus. I don't follow Versus at all, which would make it seem more like, oh, we're going to go at him, right? We want to have our album against his album. And then Digital Nas, who has been in Mercedes Benz Stadium with Kanye, actually went into a thread on Twitter and was defending the fact that Kanye could, in a straight up battle on album release dates, beat Drake. So you do have someone that is working on the album coming to Kanye's defense in that. And you can see here, Anders, who was the one that posted this, saying Casey just favorited it. But as we just learned with Mike Dean, likes on Twitter don't mean confirmation. So it could be that Casey liking this is just Casey being amused, knowing that he's getting the fandom stirred up, just kind of trolling a little bit, rather than Casey kind of confirming, like, this is what Kanye is doing. So it might have actually been this conversation that Digital Nas jumped into. I can't find it, but you have that going on, which I could just see that as an extension from Consequence, somebody being like, oh, I'm going to send this in and cause some drama, but I don't know if that's actually the case. And this is going back to the very beginning of the rumors. So you can see the first person to post on Twitter about anything with Kanye and Madison Square Garden was Brizega here. Just saying Kanye at MSG again, which I think is just a reference to this being posted. And once that photo got posted, that's when it kind of took off. And then more and more people have been starting to talk about it. Like this account saying, guys, I'm 40% sure Kanye is doing another listening party. I'm fully convinced Kanye is doing another event at MSG this Friday. Bad news, they canceled JoJo Siwa's Dream Tour, which would be crushing to Northwest, as North is a huge fan of JoJo Siwa. And then this is when it was posted on Twitter, was just like a little bit later. So we'll see what ends up happening with this, if anything comes out of it. You can see Hip Hop DX has talked about it a little bit in a recent article. I don't know. We'll find out. But that is it for this video. If you're enjoying the channel and you want to support us, the easiest way is to like, subscribe, comment, as any of those things tell YouTube this is a channel people are vibing with, you know? And then they show it to more people, which goes a long way in helping us grow. So thank you all for that. We also have our podcast, Watching the Throne, a lyrical analysis of Kanye West. This is the thing we are most known for, is our deep, deep investigations or explanations of Kanye songs and albums. It will change how you listen to Kanye's music. The insight that we do on these episodes is, I think, groundbreaking in terms of understanding Kanye's discography. It's the reason why we wrote season 8 of the Dissect podcast on Yeezus, because we're very good at this stuff. You will have to go through a lot of banter and conversation. It's unscripted, it's conversational. So Travis and I do sometimes get off topic, which can be bothersome. Like somebody sent a specific complaint about the Bad News episode, that it took a long time for us to get into it. Sometimes we really like to contextualize what we're thinking about a song or how it's fitting into things, and that can lead. We think it's relevant in terms of like setting up what the song is doing and how it is functioning and what it represents in the discography, but sometimes you just don't want to hear that, you know? So it's not a perfect podcast, but there are going to be things in each episode that cause you to go, wow, okay, this was worth listening to. And you can see we're like mildly popular. We're currently the number 39th music podcast on Apple in America, the number 6 music commentary podcast. And in most countries, we're in the top 100, 200 music podcasts, music commentary podcasts. So, like, I don't know, give us a shot. And then we have ad-free episodes on our Patreon, which is patreon.com/Kanye Podcast. So if you want to listen to a ton of episodes, but you don't want to hear 2 to 4 ads per episode, the support on Patreon goes a long way. And I think it's for as little as $1. You can get those episodes. In terms of albums we've covered. We've covered The College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation. We're almost done with 808s. We just recorded, what's the song after this? Bad News into See You in My Nightmares. We just recorded See You in My Nightmares today. And then we also have Yay, Kids See Ghost, and Jesus is King. So in the next few months, we'll be finishing our recordings on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Yeezus, and The Life of Pablo. So the whole discography will be complete. And of course, when Donda drops, we will be doing all of Donda immediately. So that's it for this video. Until next time, stay wavy and keep it loopy. Cheers.